Welcome to our video on English suffixes and prefixes. In this video, we'll be covering some key suffixes and prefixes that can change the meaning of a word and improve your vocabulary. First, let's talk about the suffix ward. This is added to words to indicate direction, such as backward and westward. For example, she was driving the car backward, and I think it is westward of New York. Next, we have the suffix some. This is added to words to indicate a quality, such as troublesome and tiresome. For example, we had some troublesome conversations last year, and that was a tiresome meeting. Third, we have the suffix less. This is added to words to indicate the absence of something, such as homeless and senseless. For example, I feel bad for all these homeless people in the streets, and it was a senseless conversation. Fourth, we have the suffix ness. This is added to words to indicate a state or quality, such as fairness and sickness. For example, in all fairness, I think she didn't understand the question, and, with all this sickness going around, I'd rather stay home. Lastly, we have the suffix hood. This is added to words to indicate a state or condition, such as neighborhood and parenthood. For example, it was a beautiful neighborhood, and parenthood is fun but it's difficult. Now, let's move on to prefixes. First, we have Ms. This is added to words to indicate an error or mistake, such as misunderstood and miscommunication. For example, I think you misunderstood my question, and miscommunication is one of our biggest problems. Second, we have non. This is added to words to indicate the absence of something, such as non-profit and non-human. For example, it's a non-profit organization, and not helping hungry people is non-human. Third, we have over and under. These prefixes are added to words to indicate an excessive or insufficient amount, such as overspent and understanding. For example, I think we overspent a little and we need to be careful next time, and, apparently the city has been underspending in education. Fourth, we have up. This prefix is added to words to indicate an improvement or change, such as upgrade and upbringing. For example, we decided to upgrade our system, and I had a difficult upbringing. Lastly, we have FORE. This prefix is added to words to indicate something that will happen in the future, such as foresee and forecast. For example, I cannot foresee what's going to happen, and they forecasted $100,000 for the budget. In this video, you've learned about some important suffixes and prefixes that can change the meaning of a word and help you improve your vocabulary. Remember, keeping these concepts in mind will help you navigate the English language and be more successful in your communication.